There we go. So you're going to go there, like that. This wire is going to come up here, like that. So let me get a butt connector. The other day I was talking about the butt connectors, and I don't know. When I ran the wire from the solar panels to the front, and well, before the front was even there, I ran them to the part where I'm always standing next to the saw, and I ran power to there, and then from there I brought it over, so I had power over there, and I put a couple of banana plugs and a couple of jumpers and stuff like that, and all that was just fine. But when I hooked up the two wires coming off of the quick disconnect jumper that I was trying to use, which was working, not that it wasn't working, everything was fine, but I wanted to use that quick disconnect because if I wanted to unplug it and plug in a set of bananas or something else to work with on the other end, at least I know I had them there. Now that doesn't feel right. Let's do a little, okay, we're okay. It just didn't feel right for some reason. It's probably just me. Come on. No, not sure, but okay, we're set. Now I want to heat that up a little bit. What do I do with my little douche? There it is. Yeah, my little douche. Yeah, Darlene went shopping, and coming home, she got off the exit over here, and she said that she was waiting, you know, there's a light there, and she was waiting for the light to change, she says, but then, she said, she starts hearing the fire trucks come. The lights, the horn, I don't know if you know the horn, but it's loud. Anyway, she said she's in line, you know, of traffic. She says, and there was cars parked in line next to her because it's a double lane. She says, everybody's just sitting there looking at the light. Nobody's paying attention to anything that's going around, coming by or whatever. She said, and the truck has to get down that way, and nobody hears or sees anything. So she pulled over, you know, giving the other ones room to pull over, but nobody else pulls over. You know, so now we got 10 cars or so in line with another 8 or 9 in the second line here. She's here. She pulls over to the soft shoulder. Everybody else stays there. Like, what do you think? She's just pulling over to park? Meanwhile, here comes a fire truck trying to get by. It's got to slow down because now it has to worry about going on the opposite side of the traffic. And again, we know the sirens and horns and lights don't work because it's not moving anybody out of the way in front of them. So how's it going to move anybody out of the way that's coming towards them? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so that light's working. I want to do something with this wire right here, but I don't want to do anything with it yet because it is a ground and I may need it. Okay, now this thing. Now we should have power. Hear that? And I feel it. So why aren't we getting power someplace? Where's that jumper? Here it is. Now, colors here, we have no idea because they reverse the voltages on these things. Turn the meter on. Okay. What I wanted to check to see if we were going to have power on any of these lines so I can in return use it for the motors. But the more I think about it, that's not going to happen because servos run on between 5 and 7.5 volts, and they work a little differently. So therefore, the voltage that's on it is not going to work on those motors. There. Alright, so I'm going to start by taking this off. I just want to see if things are going to work or not work. I could take them over to the other bench and check that. Let me get a little screwdriver. A little one. That little one. This should do it. Nope, that little one's not going to do it. Well, come on now, guys. Let's get this out of the way if I can. Oh, Jesus, they put a hex down. The one that used to be on the bottom that burnt out was a standard Phillips. I'm going to take it off right here. It'll be easier. For me, anyway. This one off, hopefully. Where the hell are you? Oh, you're over there. Come on. Maybe. Oh. Now I can see what happened there. I can. Now you're not going to believe me on this because you're going to think I'm just bullshitting. But we had all this marked. And we had it set in place. And we tacked it with fingernail polish. When I say we, Ray and I were here working on this part together. Ray came over and brought that other board that he had put together real quick. And then I was working on the piece that I put together. And between the two of us being here, we were able to hook everything up, and we had it working. And we were celebrating, you know, high-fiving and all that kind of stuff. So then I said, okay. I says, I'd like to seal that. He said, well, put some fingernail polish on it. I said, well, yeah, I was going to use that on the other piece, so that's what I did. And it's still on there, as you can see. Well, apparently somebody jabbered these eyes a lot quicker, or I can't say for sure, but what it looks like is they didn't stop the eyes, they just hit the button. And what it looks like is they went up, but they didn't hit the button to shut it off. So it just continued to try to put the eyes up. And in return, this screw got bent. So now it's real wobbly in there. And that made the gear come off. The gear off of this piece up here, because it loosened up the screw, and that's what happened. That, again, I can only kind of take an educated guess on that. But I told them when they put the eyes up, hit the button again, and that turns the power off, so they'll just stay there. If not, it's going to go trying to keep applying power, and at that point you're going to have a nightmare. And that's what looks like happened. I wish I had somebody here to verify that I'm doing all this, because even though it's on video, it seems like people just don't watch videos, or they just don't care. Or, it has the, oh, I know, I stuck them all in here. Well, that was a smart move. Gee, thanks, Buzz. Anytime. I don't think I would have thrown my hex heads in here. But maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't throw that container in here. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't. I thought that might have been one. If I threw one in there, they all went in. But no, they're not in here.